today I have 7 questions that I want to ask you, and please focus on these questions and answer them. And at the end, you just pick one to do within the next 7 days. So by next week, or maybe you want to do it by Friday, and to make sure you're making more money. So the goal behind this is for your business to grow. And there are just 7 questions to help your mind focus, help your mind find different ways or see different ways to make money and decide which one I want to focus on and use that, apply that to be able to make more money. So we are in a perfect time right now. A lot of people actually look at it differently and it's not correct. They're like, oh, people are in holiday mode, they're not gonna buy anything. No, actually people are in holiday mode and they're gonna buy more. People spend more. Historically, people spend more from October to December. So this is the time to actually invest on your business and make sure you have more call to actions to sell more. These questions are going to help us focus on things that we need to focus on to make more money, like our revenue, our profit, or our momentum. Our momentum, how can we keep the momentum? Okay. So the first question is the outcome question. What result do you want to create for your market? Something that, a result that your ideal clients would pay for. So it has another question inside of it. Who's my ideal client? What is the result that they're looking for? For each question, I'm going to give you a minute or 2 minutes to answer. So please, take your time and think. We're not going to go super fast. I want you to be able to think and answer. Okay. So think about your ideal client. Who's my ideal client? What is one result that they really want? Either they have urgency on it or they have so much hunger behind it to achieve that result. Because this way, they're gonna pay for it, right? They're gonna be like, yes, I'm willing to pay. So my bet says our ideal client is business owners, helping them make more money by building reliable systems. Yes, so creating systems for business owners. What's yours? This is super important for all of us to know that money flows when you have clear outcome, when you have clear focus, when you have clarity, not just activities. A lot of people just make themselves busy, but they're not productive. They're not clear on a goal, a result that they want to deliver to others. I actually recorded an episode for my podcast yesterday, I think, and it's about that, being busy versus being productive. So you don't want to be busy. You don't want to just do activities, random activities. You want to have a focus. No, this is the result I want to bring to my clients. And this is who my ideal clients or my ideal client is. And this is the way I'm going to bring this result to this person and show it to them. Okay. Creators, experts, business owners. I want them to increase their visibility, awareness, and audience so the world really sees them so they can make more impact. Beautiful. Yes, share it in the chat, guys. Yes. I have two. I need help picking one. Okay, that's good. That's good. Having two creates dilemma, so it's good to pick one or three and then prioritize and then choose one. Mid-management professionals hungry for the next level promotion, which they see as growth, or senior executive levels at the verge of retirement, hungry to leave a legacy, make it all worthwhile. Both of them are good, to be honest. You have to see which one has more hunger and which one will pay you today to get the results they want. The first one, that's super, like I know that um, target really good. So I think the first one is really good. Second one, the good thing about the second part is that they probably have money. So they are able to pay, but are they willing to pay? And do they have enough urgency? So ask yourself those questions. Okay, Ramon, my ideal client is a business owner who needs graphics to switch up their image and market themselves. Perfect, perfect. Okay, then the second question is the $500 per hour question. What is my single highest ROI action in the next 60 minutes? Okay, after the call. So between the things that you need to do in order to achieve the outcome that you're looking for or the results that you're looking for, what's one thing that has the highest ROI, return on investment? What's one thing that when you do that, you're gonna get more back comparing to other things that you have on your to-do list? So pick one move that can create revenue, profit, or pipeline. So in order to help you guys decide on the ROI, you need to, so if you have, let's say Winnie has 3 options, right? Write them down and then write the return that you think this thing can have, maybe in the next 3 to 4 months, not too long. If I work on my cultural kitchen essential kits, how many can I sell in the next let's say 3 months? And how much am I gonna generate from this? And then second one, building my online community. If I start building my online community today, how much can I make or how many people can I have in my community in the next 3 months or by the end of the third month? And then how many of those people in my community will turn to paying clients, right? Because the goal is to make money, right? So, and the third one is planning my next events. So my next event, what is that? If it's the cultural dinner thing, how many people can come or I can serve? How much can I make? What's the total? And then compare these 3, you will find the highest ROI. Lana says, make sales in my social media about my consultation in content creation. Make sales in my social media. Okay, perfect. So that's great. It's just one choice. Like, make sure it's your highest ROI. All right. Now, the third question is the shipping question or delivery question. What can I ship? What can I publish? What can I offer? What can I deliver today with a clear CTA, call to action? Then choose one thing, one deliverable, one proposal, one reel, one email, one DM, one landing page. And then make sure when you pick it, you include the ask in it, right? You need to ask, you need to call to action, you need to invite your ideal client to do something. What's that thing that you want them to do? Do you want them to visit your page or do you want them to book a call? Do you want them to buy your book or do you want them to leave you a testimonial or a review? Pick one thing. So if you don't, sometimes you already have, let's say, sometimes you have the funnel or you have the landing page or you have your offer ready, but it's not out there, you don't market it, and it doesn't have a real call to action in it. So some people do this. For example, I see people say, DM the word blah blah to get my freebie, right? And then people DM and then they send the freebie without asking the contact info. You did that to generate a list, your prospect list, right? So you have to make sure you get their contact if you want that, right? So what can I ship, publish, offer, deliver today with a clear call to action? Yes, landing for Cafe Society. True. We've been doing Cafe Society for 3 years and we haven't done almost any marketing for it. We better do that. Now, question 4, it's the pipeline question. Who are 3 people I will contact today to start or advance a buying conversation? Means that if you have a prospect list, pick 3 people, contact them. Or if you've been talking to people, they're already warmer prospects, you need to follow up with them. Pick 3 people you follow up with. So, for example, I know, Hedy, you have some people you need to follow up with. So, do that. Send a message. Ask, did you get my email? Did you get my proposal? What do you think? How can I help you get to your decision faster or easier? Right? So pick 3 people, contact today to make sure you're moving them forward in their decision making. Have their names and a specific next step. Do they need to book a call? Do you need to show a demo? Do you need to give them a code? Do they need to talk to their partner and get back to you? And just follow up, be specific. So the 5th question is the price power question. Where can I raise price, add a tier, or reduce scope without reducing value? So the purpose of this is to basically increase your profit. If you keep the expenses the same, you raise your prices, you'll have more profit, right? If you add a tier to what you already have, you're increasing your revenue, you're making more money. And if you're reducing the scope without reducing the value, you're still increasing your ROI or return on investment. And why? Because either you're spending less time, and there is a chance that you're also reducing how much money you're spending on that thing. So how can you raise your prices? How can you add a tier? And how can you reduce scope without reducing value? Decide now. That can be, for example, if you have an offer that's right now it's monthly, or let's say it's 3 months, maybe you can make it a 4 month price. Maybe you can make it a yearly, annual thing. Or if it's like monthly right now, you can make it 3 months program or 6 weeks program. You just make it a little bit longer and change the price, or you keep it the same, change the price. If you already know that you are under charging, you can increase your prices. If you don't know if you're undercharging, ask me. And this is not like some people say, oh, you want to have high ticket clients and increase your prices. Yes, but you need to add value. Otherwise, yes, you may get some clients, but they will run away super fast. And then what can you reduce in the scope of work? Sometimes that is not reducing something that you deliver to your clients, it's reducing your time. Maybe you have a team or you want to hire more people and give them some money and this opportunity to meet with the client instead of you doing everything. Okay. Okay, I see the chat is doing up. I will read it, but let's go to the 6th question. The 6th question is the keep and expand question. What will I do today to make an existing client stay longer or buy more? This is to increase the lifetime value of your client, LTV, lifetime value. What can you do to, if right now your clients are with you for the average of, let's say, 3 months, what can you do to help them stay with you for 4 months? Or if they're staying with you for 6 months, how can you increase that to 1 year? If they're with you for 1 year, like how can you increase that, right? So how can you keep them? Or how can you help them buy more from you? What are the other things that they can get from you? That can be one upgrade, it can be a VIP day, it can be like a full, let's say, 4 hour intense consultation or coaching. It can be add-on. You find another person, you collaborate with that person. If they're buying this from you, they're going to get this from this person. You sell it and then you give the person their portion. So you have this services, this other service is complementary to your service. You collaborate with someone who's doing this, you charge your client bigger amount, you pay this person their portion, you keep some. Or you get referral fees, you refer them to this person and then you get a portion. Mhm. So how can you keep and expand your customers, your clients? Basically, how can you increase the LTV, lifetime value of your clients? The last question is the efficiency question. What cost or task can I cut or renegotiate or automate without hurting value? So make sure that when you cut something, you're not cutting value because you're going to lose your clients. You have to keep the value, but how can I make it more efficient? How can I delegate? How can I negotiate? Maybe you can negotiate the terms. Maybe you can negotiate the times you spend with your clients. Maybe you can have some stuff recorded instead of having everything live on the call. You can record it and then you can give it to your clients and different clients, and then they can watch it on their own time and then come for a quicker, shorter meeting. Hmm. Or if you have like products, how can you negotiate your cost of goods sold? How can you negotiate your cost with your vendors or suppliers with both sides? How can I make sure I get better cost, better pricing on the purchase orders, on the things I buy? You need to identify it, then take the action. Sometimes you need to cancel something, sometimes you need to consolidate something. You might create templates, you might create AI automation, you might create courses, videos, different things. So automation can help you save time and money.